$2. Wow. This is something I've been trying to find to collect, maybe find an interesting enough figure for that I would actually want to get. But when they were $10, I was like, there's no way. You get probably a crappy comic book because it looks like it's a modern comic. That's just my opinion. I know I'm gonna get flack from that. It's an English comic book. That makes me wonder if there was some Spanish ones I didn't see. All right, you get a small figure, and I want to see how he scales against the figures I already collect. On the back, we got DC Universe and this thing right here, which I'm not completely sure what it is. It says DC 3-inch comic with figure. I think they meant it was a DC 3-inch figure with comic. All right, whatever. I think they got that backwards. So right off the bat, you're going to need something to cut to get into this. And again, the cat stole my scissors, so I'm going to have to use my wire cutters. There's a resealable plastic packaging. Now, if you've ever collected these, let me know. I've heard that you could take their body, arms and legs, body pieces apart and rearrange them. I've only heard that from people that probably are like me and just, play around with them. And you're not supposed to do that, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to or not. I'm just saying, it sounds like something somebody would have done that, because they would have put on the package, like rearrange body parts, interchangeable limbs. All right, so first get out the possibly crappy comic. I'm not going to say it's crappy. I'm going to say it's possibly crappy. Ugh, glossy pages. If they want people to start reading comic books again, first off, write them better. Secondly, let's change the price to a cheaper price. How can you do that? Use the old paper, the paper we used back in the 70s, 80s was perfectly fine. This glossy paper, it hurts my eyes to read it. Plus, it's also cheaper to get the other paper. And then the other thing they can do is put ads in it. They don't put ads except for in-house ads. And so that kills the budget right there. If you got ads like back in the old days, if you watch some of my videos about comic books, the ads are fun to look at. Like Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum. So let's look at the figure. That's what we came here for, honestly. I'm guessing he's gonna be 5 POA with like a ball type of joint. And I'm pretty sure I saw somebody take their arms and legs off, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be done like that. Like that right there. It reminds me of those baggies with the little Batman figures in them that were even smaller than this, more like the size of muscle figures. And you can rearrange those things. Kind of reminds me of those. See, does the legs come off easily? Oh, okay, so he's actually 6 POA. Well, let's assume his head is movable, yeah. So he has a waist articulation. So that's 6 points of articulation. Yep, there's only the shoulders, which can go up, whoops, and off. They can go out this much, and of course they can go up, but then there's this cape, which I don't think will come out. Looks like it's glued on, and if I take it off, it will be permanently off. And the legs, which I was trying to pop one of the legs off, but then he swiveled. I'm sure it comes off easily. There, see? So you can, for whatever reason, take the arms and legs off. This was the only one they had on sale at my store. They had a bunch of Black Adams, and that was it. They didn't have anybody else. Now here he is beside of a 3.75 inch or 1/18 scale. Unless he likes Amazons, I don't think that's going to work out. Here he is beside of an 8 centimeter figure from Japan called the Micro Man 1999 line. This is Arthur, I think. He's got a gold head, so he's a different, very special one. I think it's like Tectar armor. He's close, but he actually looks bigger than him. These were the descendants of the Hoodmen, which were shorter than the original Micro Man, which were 10 centimeters. That's at least the story I've heard. And here he is beside of these new, not sure what they're called. So he's actually taller than them. So I don't know where he would fit in the universe. I'm not quite sure, like, if he's supposed to fit in with anybody. I was going to look for some mask figures, which I don't know where they are. And other figures that might be in scale with him. Like Mask and Dino Riders. I pretend like they're in the same universe. So he doesn't kind of work with anybody unless this is Boba Kid right here or something like that. Or he's a kid, like he's Black Teenage Adam or something, or, well, teenagers are usually taller. Anyway, Black Adam Jr. or something like that. Or he can work with them if he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like if they made like John and, well, they're not even kids anymore. John and Damien, they would be the same size. So I'm not exactly sure why McFarlane chose the 3-inch scale. If you know, let me know, because I am a little bit baffled by why he would choose a scale that nobody uses. The most common figures I have, which he's not technically in the 1/18 scale, but I pretend like they are. This is the scale that's traditional. This is some new scale everybody's, Marvel's trying out. And I think this is more like the, what is it called? The mass scale. I need to get my mass figures out and check that. I don't know what McFarlane's going for 3 inches. If I was McFarlane, I would have made this line in at least the 1/18 scale line. That would have been, I would have bought them right away then. If this was at $10 with 6 points of articulation, 3 in this scale, I'd have snatched these up left and right whenever they came out. But at their size, I'm not sure what to do with them. You let me know below if you know why he chose that, or what am I missing here? Because I don't understand why this is the size he chose. McFarlane, you might want to decide to scrap this, go back to doing something more like this, because this is not going to cut it. I don't know anybody that buys these. And if you're out there and you are one of those people, I'm not trying to insult you at all. Obviously, I bought one and I'm interested in them, but I'm not interested in creating a whole new scale of a universe just for these, especially not at $10 each. So I would greatly appreciate comments below about more information about why in the world do they do this. I might actually go on YouTube and check that. Well, thank you for watching and spending time with me today. Hope you're having a great day.